Hey everybody, I'm Charis.
And I'm Kelsey, and welcome to Chill Pill, your friendly neighborhood podcast where we react to your weird college stories.
College is crazy, and sometimes things can get a little icy. But as we like to say, anecdotes are the antidote.
That means laughter is the best medicine.
So kick back and relax, and let's take a chill pill. I can't think of a better way to start our very first episode of Chill Pill than with our favorite segment that we have been looking forward to so much. You guys sent us a whole bunch of quotes from your classes, things that your professors have said. We're not going to say who said them. We're just going to say them again. So without further ado, Kelsey, let's lead us off with the first quote.
Guys, if you're going to stalk women, do it with class.
Most people think the Roman Empire was gay, and I have only one thing to say. The Roman Empire was very gay.
I like the Dallas Cowboys, and some of you don't. But that's okay, because some of us have been cursed to love the Dallas Cowboys.
God said, proceeds to Z-snap. No! I wish we could have, show you guys the, Z-snap. No!
I once saw my dad, at 91 years old, on a four-wheeler chasing a cow across the pasture. I was like, okay, Dad. He wasn't about to let a cow outdo him.
I want to chase cows on a four-wheeler. At 91, I want to be that cool when I'm old.
Yes.
I want to be that cool. I will chase all the cows. Let's go. So today we have chosen a couple of stories that you guys have sent us. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your stories, by the way. You guys are the best. We would be
thank you.
So frozen without you. We are so happy. We are overjoyed. Please send in more, actually, by the way, if you can. So today's theme is commit to the bit. And we know at college, there are shenanigans, there are things, and sometimes you just got to commit, all right? You can't halfway do this thing. Once you're in, you're committed. So we have a couple of voice recordings that we had some special guests send us of their stories where we thought this is a great example of commit to the bit. So without further ado, here is our first caller.
So back in my first semester, we were doing a show, and since we were traveling with the show, we had a really early call time, around 5 or 6 in the morning. And me, being the on-time person that I am, showed up at the call time. And this was the second day we were doing this. And the call time was, like I said, 5 or 6, and it was at the HTC. So I got over there with one of my friends, and the doors were locked. So we waited a couple minutes, and nothing. Nobody showed up. The doors were still locked. So we called a bunch of people. We called the director. We called the assistant director. We called everyone that we could, but we didn't have any people's numbers, really, because we were brand new. So we waited outside at, between 5 in the morning and 6 in the morning. We waited outside for an hour before we were finally let into the building. And I had been at college for about a month at this point. So it's brand new, first semester at college, and we get locked out of the building.
That is a great example
so funny. Yes.
of committing to the bit. The communication. Oh my goodness. That's so bad. We were both, actually, Moriah and I were both in this show, and that one was killer for the early call times. I think our earliest call time was 4 a.m.
Yes, I remember because Elena was in my my suite mate. So I heard her get up every morning.
4 a.m.
At 4 a.m. And she had late nights too. She came back I don't know, right before curfew.
We had really, really full days when we were doing that show because we would do, I think one of the days we did two. We did a morning show and we did an afternoon. So we had to be in the dressing room at 4 a.m. and then we would get on the road and go, and we were wearing the craziest costumes. Poor Moriah had to wake up super, super early to get there at 5 a.m., wait a whole hour to be let in, and then promptly be dressed as a rabbit for the rest of the day.
Oh my!
And I gotta say, theater people know how to commit to the bit.
Yes, they do.
They know, man. All right, let's hear our next caller.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Rodriguez, and I am so honored to be part of this podcast. I'm going to be telling a story about how Kelsey and Priscilla made me shove my face in chocolate cake for a DMA project when I am not a DMA major. So it was my first semester on campus, and Kelsey asked me to be a part of her music video, so I was like, okay, sure. And halfway through the music video, they sat a chocolate cake in front of me and go, okay, Alyssa, put your hands in it, eat it, and then shove your face in it and start eating it. This will only take 1 take. 6 takes later, I've ate basically the whole entire chocolate cake, and I had severe food poisoning for the next 3 days, thanks to Kelsey.
Kelsey, why would you do that to her?
Okay, so I had just met her, and her boyfriend was also on my team, so it was both of us.
Why would you do
And
that?
we had this great idea. We're like, we're gonna have our actor shove her face in our cake for our music video. We're gonna make it so dramatic or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It was
That's it. You're like, yeah, I really feel like making this woman put her face into cake.
The bad thing is, okay, I also did not realize she's diabetic. So at the time I did not realize I was trying to kill her. But it explains so much after she ate the cake and was like, we may have gotten the wrong person fully, but we love her. We love Alyssa.
We love her enough to try and kill her with cake.
Yes.
It's like, kill him with kindness. No. Kill him with cake.
Yes.
That's so bad. Oh, man. I can't. We just gotta move on. I have questions for you later. Let's hear our next caller.
Hi, my name is Callia Colson. I am a junior English major here at SAGU. So a story that happened to me once was there was this guy who asked me out for coffee, and I wasn't particularly interested, so I told him that I do not drink coffee. Truth be told, I am a barista at a coffee shop, and I am literally a coffee addict. I drink it all the time, so I know this makes me a horrible person, but I wanted to be nice. Like, it was the best way I could turn him down.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Deep dark fears, guys. What do you say? What do you say in that situation when you're like, I don't want to hurt your feelings? You just say, I hate coffee. Yeah. I hate it. You're committed now, girl. You're committed.
I don't know what I would say, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like my reaction would be pretty similar, though. I would just say the first thing that pops into my mind, yeah, I hate it. Coffee, yeah, it's so terrible. It's so great, though, that not just addicted to coffee, but like a barista, like a coffee person. Like, you do the thing, and you're just like, I hate it. Not you. No, I don't hate it. I just hate coffee. But there we go. Commit to the bit. We gotta commit.
Yes.
Oh man. So I actually have a story about commit to the bit that I recently saw happen. It wasn't me. I didn't do this, but I saw it. It was weird. So I walked into, I think, what building was I in? I think it was in HCC. Yeah, I was in Hagee, all right? Or I was walking into the front of Hagee. And as I'm going in, I saw like someone I don't know. It's a small campus, but somehow there's like a million people I don't know. It's probably a sports guy. Kind of had that vibe with like the baseball cap and everything. But he was in the middle of the lobby, just like as if he had been walking and then just stopped. Like, like, have you heard of like the mannequin challenge thing? Yeah. Like from all the, okay. It was like that kind of vibe, except it was just him. It was just
okay.
And so he was frozen like dead still, and I'm posing as if you guys can see me. Just know that I'm posing, okay? But he was like she confirms it. He was like frozen, just standing completely still. Just like that. And so I was on my way to Einstein's, and I just like kept walking, but I watched him from like in line at Einstein's for like every like couple of minutes or so. I would look back. He was there for like 10 minutes, just frozen.
Okay.
I think I don't know if his buddies came by and took pictures with him, or like I don't even know what he was doing, but he was so committed. He was so committed. It was really funny. It was weird, but it was funny. It's like, all right. So when we were doing that episode of Commit to the Bit, I was like, I know someone who committed. This random dude. He was committed.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, I'll tell you about some of my stories I have that I kind of had to commit to the bit. I guess I could tell you my first audition, my first and only. I guess I auditioned twice. But like my first audition here at SAGU, I was just kind of thrown into it. I was taking Professor Blunt's class.
Yeah.
And
Which
Professor
class?
Blunt was play production. It was the last class of the day. Auditions were an hour after the class ended, so they were like pretty soon. So it was the same day.
Were we in that class together?
We were in that class together. Yeah.
Okay.
But like,
Got it.
it was, I don't know. I was not prepared. I'm not one to be actually on the stage and stuff. I was thinking about maybe trying out, but I was like, got a little stage fright, and I was like, I'm not going to do it. It was mostly because of the audition process. I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's the scary part. Well, I was in the class, and this guy had to, he couldn't make it to the audition, that night. So, and it was double, they had partner auditions. So Professor Blunt turned to me, he's like, you're auditioning with him. I was like, okay.
Oh man.
What? I was like, I don't know.
Just informed
so
you.
I literally, on the spot, had to audition with this man. I don't know who he is. He's some student here. I've never met him.
You still don't know who it is?
I figured out after. He, was, my best friend after. And I was like,
oh.
Never seen him.
That's a good way to meet people.
Exactly. But it was freaking me out. I was panicking because I was like, just got thrown into an audition just randomly.
Man.
But I was like, well, I already got the scary part away. I might as just go all the way, and ended up getting casted in yours.
I actually ended up casting her, which is great. So this is she was committed then because she was casted, and I'm like, I'm your boss now and you're staying. So you just got informed twice that you were doing things that you weren't planning on doing. Oh, that's so good. We're both theater people, so we have a lot of theater stories. So I have one from my first ever audition here at SAGU. And I love telling this story because it's so me. It's so chaotic. All right, let me set the scene. All right. First ever audition at SAGU. I was pretty nervous, right? Both me and my best friend, we had really bad strep throat for a couple of weeks right before the audition. And we were recovering, right? So we were mostly okay, but our throats were still kind of rough. Mine was rough. And so it's Little Women is a musical, right? So it was a singing audition, and we had prepared a song, or we had each prepared a song separately. And I decided, we had about an hour before the audition, so I decided that this is a good time to take a cough drop and soothe my throat. It's an hour before, so it's going to mostly wear off. It won't be a problem. I've since learned that's really bad to do before you sing, but I didn't know, okay? I didn't know. And it was one of those really strong cough drops too, the ones from the pharmacy that have the anesthetic kind of numbing stuff. And so I popped this thing, I'm sucking on it. It's giving the happy throat numbness. Yes, don't hurt any more feelings, okay? Happy, good old time. Try not to be nervous. We get to the HCC 45 minutes early, right? And turns out that auditions are running really fast. They're running way ahead of schedule. So we have to go in pretty much immediately into the room. And so Elena, my friend, she is doing her audition. Her song is about a minute long, right? And she is 30 seconds. She is 30 seconds into this song when I realize that I have about 45 seconds of song left and about 30 minutes of cough drop left. And the math isn't mathing, all right? And so I'm like, what do I do? I don't know these people. I don't see a trash can to go spit this thing out. No. And so in this dramatic slow motion movement, as they turn she finishes her song, and as they turn to look at me, I bite down on this cough drop and chew it as fast as I can and swallow it, right? And as I do this, my whole tongue went numb.
Oh, no.
It went completely numb. Oh, no. So as my tongue goes numb and they turn to look at me and they say, okay, Charis, are you ready to go? I look at them dead in the eye and I say, my tongue is numb. Oh, my goodness. So bad. I don't know how nervous they thought I was that my tongue went numb. Because it was so funny. It was so funny. Let me just say, I know how to make my audition's very memorable. It was really bad. I still got the part though, so it's good. I had to commit that. I was like, well, I guess we're singing this song with a numb tongue. Numb tongue. It was bad. It was so bad. All right. Well, let us wrap up this episode of us rambling and being crazy. And I hope you laughed. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's wrap it up with the quote of the day. Kelsey, you wanna say our quote of the day?
I'm the only person behind my eyeballs. Well, that's it for this episode of Chill Pill.
Thanks for listening. And if you're wiping away any tears right now, I sure hope they're tears of joy.
And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and spread the word.
Follow us on social media at chillpill_pod or use the links in the description to keep up with future episodes and behind-the-scenes content.
And don't forget to send in your own college stories for us to react to. We'd be frozen without you.